Good afternoon, everyone. Before we begin with a little bit of an update, let's take this opportunity to acknowledge, as we did in Dutchess County government this morning, we began a really solemn and significant weekend of remembrance. We're often encouraged to never forget September 11, 2001. Today, this morning, Dutchess County government, County Sheriff Butch Anderson, and the City of Poughkeepsie began with respective remembrances and commemorations of that most evil and heinous of days. At the same time, we were reminded not only that there are families that continue to live with great loss, there are countless Americans who were inspired into service, who continue to serve both here at home and across the globe, and the images, the impact, and the just horrific and heinous acts continue to resonate in our memories. We said this morning, and I just would say again, that this call to always remember really is a mission for all of us. I'm reminded, and I'm sure you are as well, of President George W. Bush, who, standing atop the rubble just in the days after the attacks of September 11th, began to speak to the crowd that had assembled and those individuals who were engaged in rebuilding and recovery. And as he began to speak, you remember that they yelled at him, "We can't hear you." And he reached for a bullhorn. And then in that moment, not only in a very impromptu way, inspired a great sense of unity and purpose across America, but he reminded us in very simple terms that it isn't his words, and it wasn't his words that mattered most, but rather it was and remains our words, our actions that remain the most important. And he said then that he could hear us, the world could hear us, and the people who attacked America would hear from all of us soon. If we are to keep alive this important holiday, this moment of significant remembrance, it is going to require the world to hear from all of us. Individuals recalling the lives lost, talking about that spirit and sense of unity, and this need to recount and to recapture the emotion that we all felt as individuals and as a nation, and tell and retell that story so that our words continue to keep alive the memory of those lost, the heroism of those who responded, and that spirit and sense of unity. And to remind ourselves that the individuals who attacked America didn't attack us for us for what we do. They attacked us for what we believe. We believe in liberty and justice and freedom, and we have to live up to that calling, but also be clear that as a nation, when we are united in response to that kind of evil, we are stronger, we are more secure, and we are safer. So God bless them, and I hope that God bless those families that continue with loss. God bless those and thank those who continue in service to this country, and I hope that you will find time over the next 2 days, and especially tomorrow morning, to pause and give reflection and remembrance of those lives lost in that dark day in American history. To update us all, I want to go through where we are with COVID numbers. Currently, the Department of Behavioral Health and Community Health is monitoring 750 active cases. Now, that is down 54 cases since last week. So what we are seeing is that cases are fluctuating up and down, but we are cautiously optimistic that numbers are stabilizing. So the active number of cases are not increasing at the rate that we once saw. We are now 54 cases below where we were last week, and we're seeing sort of that stabilization of new cases, which is very promising. Now, over the last month, so from August 8th to September 4th, the largest amount of new cases are still occurring in the age category of 20 to 29 years of age. So 20% of new cases are among those between 20 and 29, and 16% of new cases are among those who are between 30 and 39 years of age. Now, of those interviewed and self-reporting, again, remember, we reach out to you. We need you to answer the phone. We need you to answer a couple of questions. That information is not used in any other way other than to accumulate some data. But those who do respond to our calls, 80% of all new cases are among those who are not fully vaccinated or only partially vaccinated. Now, that has remained about the number. About 76 to 80% of our new cases are among those who are either unvaccinated or have completed only one of two vaccinations. That is simply a data point that we want you to be aware of. Now, we're averaging 1,575 tests, COVID-19 tests daily. That number is likely to increase with the mandate for testing among certain employers. That number is likely to increase to some extent. We're averaging 78 new cases daily over the last 7 days, 78 new cases daily over the last 7 days. The 7-day rolling positivity rate is 4.83%, and we have fluctuated between 4 and 5% really for the last several weeks. I don't think we've actually exceeded 5%, but we've been very close, 4.9, 4.95. Sadly, we have seen additional deaths. 474 individuals have succumbed to the virus. Now, that's up from 465 last week, and we continue, obviously, to extend our thoughts and prayers to those who have lost their fight with this virus. Now, hospitalizations are slightly up at 45 total hospitalizations. Now, that's up from last week, but I also want to note that we've been in this 40 range. So we are not alarmed by the number of hospitalizations. We don't want anyone hospitalized, but we've been in that 40 to 50 total hospitalizations over the last several weeks, and we continue to monitor that. Now, to go over a little bit of the hospitalization data, we've seen 39 patients on average. So over the last 14 days, that's August 22nd to September 4th, we've seen about 39 patients on average. 75% of those patients are either partially or not vaccinated, and 25% have been fully vaccinated. Just important to know. And again, individuals that are hospitalized may be hospitalized for other issues and then test positive when going through sort of routine admission. Among those 39 patients, 8% are between the age of 19 and 44, 32% are between the ages of 45 and 64, and 60% of those hospitalized on average these last 14 days are over 65 years of age. Vaccinations continue to climb. We'd like to see continued growth in that regard. We're at 74.9% of all adults in Dutchess County have at least received their first dose, 74.9%. Now, the vaccination rates by group, meaning those who have at least received one dose, we think is important to note because it does speak to the populations most at risk do have much higher vaccination rates, but we want all of those vaccination rates up to the extent we can. We hope you choose to be vaccinated. The vaccination rates are as follows. So for individuals between 12 and 15 years of age, that's 52.2%. Those who are 16 to 25 years of age, we're at 60.6%. For residents that are 26 to 34 years of age, we're at 71% vaccination. For those 45 to 54 years of age, we're at 68%. And then for those that are 55 to 64 years of age, we are at 83.7%. Those 65 to 74 years of age, we're at 96.8% vaccination. And for those 75 years of age and older, we're at 87.8%. So that number continues to rise. Obviously, among senior citizens, the number is quite high, and we hope that you would seek the information you need and choose to be vaccinated. We are continuing our clinics. We have a series of vaccination opportunities that the county is sponsoring and others are partnering with us. Our county clinics, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Family Partnership Center at 29 North Hamilton Street in the city of Poughkeepsie, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday at the Family Partnership Center in the city of Poughkeepsie. Now, Sun River Health, Monday through Friday, September. Actually, it is today. It is today through the weekend. So it's today, Friday, September 10th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sun River Health is conducting Moderna and J&J vaccination. Saturday, September the 11th, 9 a.m. till noon. Pfizer is being offered at that clinic, and they're at 75 Washington Street, Poughkeepsie, and walk-ins are welcome. So to repeat that, today, Friday, September 10th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Moderna and Johnson & Johnson, Saturday, September 11th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Pfizer shots are available at Sun River Health at 75 Washington Street in Poughkeepsie. We'll be conducting clinics at the Village of Red Hook Hardscrabble Day on Saturday, September 18th. That's 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Hyde Park Community Day, Sun River Healthcare will be providing vaccinations with their mobile unit, and that's Saturday, September 18th, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. at Hyde Park Community Day. Now, we encourage you to visit duchessny.gov. There is additional information regarding vaccination opportunities, and we will be making vaccines available and additional clinics at our J.C. Penney's location. We'll be offering the first, second, and third doses for those that are eligible, and walk-ins will be available and welcome, and we'll have more information about that in the coming days. Now, we've been working with school districts, parents, and others, teachers, students, on back-to-school planning. There is, of course, the governor and the state of New York has issued a vaccination and testing mandate. So late last week, the New York State Public Health and Health Planning Council passed an emergency regulation, and the New York State Health Commissioner issued a determination. Now, this is under New York State public health law, requiring all teachers, administrators, and other school employees to be tested weekly unless they show proof of vaccination. So long-term plans are being developed as we speak. We'll be participating and engaging and supporting routine surveillance testing in every school district, in every school in Dutchess County. That'll be supported by a $5.6 million appropriation and grant we received, and we'll begin that officially in October. And now, Dutchess County is providing regional testing opportunities and vaccination aimed at addressing this particular requirement, increasing vaccination rates among the school population, and we have a series of opportunities for that, and would like to share that with you now. So in partnership with Dr. Neil Smaller at the Village Apothecary, we're going to offer, he will be offering with us rapid COVID-19 testing and vaccination for any school faculty that live or work in Dutchess County at 5 regional locations. And now these sites, the next 5 that I'm going to offer to you, these are reserved for school personnel. So this is specific to address the state's order for school faculty, staff, and administrators to either be vaccinated or tested weekly. We're providing what opportunities we can for those personnel. These locations are for those personnel only. We'll be in Wappingers on Wednesdays from 6:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., and this information will be made available via a press release and social media at the Wappingers Administrative Office Boardroom. Now, that's at 25 Corporate Park Drive in Hopewell Junction. So we'll be there September 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th, 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. in Wappingers. Again, open to all school faculty and personnel. This is in Wappingers. The next will be in Weebutuck on Thursdays. That'll be September 16th, 23rd, and 30th, also 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. This will be the Weebutuck High School Gymnasium at 194 Haight Road in Amenia. Again, these are specific for all school faculty and administration and staff that are required under this state order to either be vaccinated or tested, and those will be available. Again, these sites are available to only all those faculty teachers throughout Dutchess County. These are the 5 regional locations. We'll be on Thursdays in Pauling. September 16th to September 23rd and September 30th. That's 3 p.m. until 4 p.m. And that'll be at the Pauling Middle School, 80 Wagner Drive in Pauling. At Pine Plains on Thursdays, September 16th, 23rd, and 30th, 6 to 7 p.m. And that'll be at the Stissing Mountain High School at 2829 Church Street in Pine Plains. And on Fridays, September 17, 24, and October 1st, we'll be in Hyde Park from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. at the Haviland Middle School, 23 Haviland Road, Hyde Park, New York. And again, those locations are for school faculty, staff, and administrators, any. Those are 5 regional locations that will be providing this vaccine and testing opportunity to address the state's weekly mandate and assist school districts and their staff. Now, in order to meet general public need for testing, so you may work for an employer somewhere in Dutchess County or somewhere outside of Dutchess County where testing is required. In order to meet that demand, we're partnering with ProPhase Labs to open free of charge testing locations, and this will be for teachers, students, general public. Anyone is welcome, and those will be at JCPenney's on Tuesday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., and at the CVS Plaza in Dover on Thursdays, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And all this information will be shared online. We'll distribute it to the media and send it out via Dutchess Delivery and on our social media platforms. So that's the update as of now. Wanted to give you that again as we begin this September 11th Memorial Weekend, if you will. Please find time to remember those who continue with such tragic loss. Remember those who serve us, law enforcement, fire, emergency responders, every day who run toward the emergency and provide for our safety and security, and the men and women of our armed forces who across this country and across the world over continue in service to this great nation. And with that, we hope that you enjoy the weekend. Be safe, stay strong, and continue to be kind to each other.